Hello and welcome to USA. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53. I partner with Coach Dave Academy and Impel Motorsports to bring you this week's Learn to Drive video for rookie street stocks at USA as part of iRacing's 2025 Season 1 Week 12 official series action. With it being the end of the season, all of you rookies who have been stuck below a 4.0 safety rating, but you've hit your minimum participation requirements of, I think it's 4 laps for this, or 4 races for this series. You just want to keep your safety rating up above 3.0. You'll get your rookie advancement here at the end of week 13, I believe. So don't run too much during week 13. Most of us usually take week 13 off. So just be ready for that. If you guys can, make sure you give the video a like, make sure you give it a subscribe. That will do a ton to help get my message out across YouTube. In terms of fixed setups, I switched my steering ratio to a 10 to 1. I went to a +4 steering offset and a 53% brake balance bar. Basically, what I wanted to do was when I turned into the corner, I wanted my steering to be faster response. So for every 10 degrees of steering wheel rotation, 1 degree of tire from the iRacing's of 12, so I'd have to steer more. My steering offset, basically, I took the white, for me, it's a white line at the top of my steering wheel and pushed that to the right so that way when I'm going down the straightaway, I don't have to steer as far to the left into the corners because I'm already preloaded to the right. And then my brake balance bar, I moved that down to 53 just because that's a little bit easier for me in terms of driving. I like a little bit freer on entry. So when you have it a 56%, it's going to make the car a little bit tighter on entry. There's more brake percentage to the front, which is going to make the car plow. So just kind of keep that in mind. Other than that, like I said, those are the only things that you can change with a fixed setup. So we're going to go out here for qualifying. You're going to see me tire heat, gas, brake, alternate, swerve left, right. We're going to do that until about the blue cone or so. And then if you guys can too, you'll notice this sweet little HelloFresh decal up here above me. They've partnered with us for the next month to help bring fresh meals to your door, take the planning out of dinner. Every time you guys order something from HelloFresh using our link in the description below, it helps out my race team here in Wisconsin. I race late models. My daughter, Sydney, she's 12. She's going to be racing go-karts. So head over to HelloFresh. Use our link below so we get credit for it. You'll see here lap 1 is kind of a throwaway lap for me. I'm really going to make lap 2 be my money lap. So we're going to go high here in 3 and 4. And we're going to make lap 2 be our fast lap. So we get a huge run, huge head of steam coming down here to the front stretch. And you can see how close up to the wall we are. Let's actually go look inside the car. And you can see pretty much the left side of this Panther is going to be right there um, along with the white lines. Now keep in mind I have triple screens, so my left side monitor is set up so that my window net is pretty much where it is in my real car. So keep that kind of as a token here or something to watch. We're at 106 miles an hour here at the start finish line. We're going to keep going down the front stretch, and you're going to notice here at this set of dash marks we're going to start to turn in for the corner. This last set before the stoplight, and then as we get up to this stoplight we're going to start to lift, and then we're going to even give the car some brake. And you can see as I apply brake, I'm straightening out that steering wheel so that when I'm going into the corner, the car doesn't start to over rotate on me as we go down here into the corner. So we bring it down. All of the grip at USA is getting your left front tire in this lighter gray line between that light gray and the yellow painted line. So that's going to be our goal for this corner. We get this car down here. We're in that grip strip, if you will, and I start to throttle up here about halfway through the corner, and then we just give it a full drive off. We get up tight up against the backstretch wall, and then as this wall fades out here, that's where my cue is to start to turn into the corner, which I've done. And then as we go past that stoplight, I'm going to start to lift, and I'm going to brake. And just like 1 and 2, my goal is going to be get that left front tire in that lighter gray there. And you can see we catch it, and it just drives right through there. If you get that even just a little bit lower, you can physically feel the car rotating through that corner without really having to drive it. So um, that's how you'll know if you're doing it right. If you're doing it wrong, the car's going to plow, or you'll have to just kind of wait to get on throttle. So let's hop in the cockpit. Let's give you guys a lap behind the wheel. So there it is, a lap around USA in the rookie street stock. It's fairly straightforward, I feel like, for driving here. Again, if you were still running rookies week 2, or if you're coming back down to run because you like USA, you already know. We are about 2.5 tenths, about a quarter of a second slower this week out in the mini or in this street stocks than what we were prior here in this season. So just kind of keep that in mind. Race is going to look very similar. You're just not going to have as much heat in the tires, which you can combat that by dragging brake while you're pacing. But it's not something I did. A big thing, and I'm going to show you here, is if you get on throttle a little bit too early in the corner, that rear end's really going to kick out on you, especially early in a run. You'll see me do it here. And this back end just starts to come around. We plow, and we almost catch the wall. So just kind of keep that in mind, that if you're spinning out on exit, if you're plowing down the walls, wait on your throttle just a tick longer, and you'll probably have a little bit better luck. But that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. In terms of passing here, really the best place to pass is entry to 1, entry to 3, or if you can time a run and get exit to 2, exit to 4, you can usually do pretty well. Especially, like you saw how when I got on early and it plowed up and then it got loose. If you can get behind somebody and force them to do that, that's a really good way to cut underneath them going down the straightaway and make a nice clean pass without really having to do too much. And like I always tell you guys too in these rookie races, you run to your car number. So if you're car number 9, your goal is to finish 9th. If you're car number 5, your goal is to finish 5th. We don't need to be wrecking people. We don't need to be moving people. It's rookie street stocks. Your goal isn't to win, it's to get out of street stocks so that you can get on to the next adventure. So um, if you guys need anything, you can head over to Team 53 Discord's link below. Please, please, please join it. We love having new faces in there. Head over to team53racing.com. You can sign up for our season pass for setups. Get yourself ready to go for season 2 once you progress up to D class and above. You can run open setup SK modifieds at the D class level. So best of luck, and we will see you guys in the next video.